3rd gen Armored Core had some of the best mech designs in the series. Case in point, 13 and his AC Mavors, more specifically the version from Brave New World. Not only did it have looks, but it packed some serious firepower. A close-range heavyweight that isn't running dual Zimmermans? I gotta say, that is refreshing. So many Zimmerman builds are just carbon copies of each other. You've seen it in my videos, and I'm sure you've experienced it yourself. This thing seriously has some good weapons on it. I don't even have to worry about staggering my opponent. The weapons themselves just do so much damage. Feels like old school Armored Core. Excuse you? What is going on? What kind of sorcery is this? I am being attacked everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and they are losing it. What the? Oh my god! Oh wow, okay, this is... Oh, I think they lag switched a little too hard there. That was bizarre. You've seen I've had some laggy encounters in the past, but that takes the cake. If Basho had reverse joint legs, am I right? Actually, boxy reverse joints would be pretty sweet. Good lord, this is like my take on Genobi's dual face, but on steroids. Honestly, if I'm gonna face something that's a lot speedier, I might have trouble. But anything else, landing these hits just destroys anything on the other side. I am just bullying this poor person at this point. Holy crap, I'm sorry. I'll just end it. Seriously, this is insane. This build completely ignores the stagger mechanic and says, you know what, I'll just drop your health to 0. Now, I did face this person once already. Didn't go well, because if you remember, I said speedier builds might give me some trouble. Yeah, these weapons, while devastating, are unforgiving if you miss. Let me see if I could correct that this time. This gives me hope. If I can avoid those stun guns as much as possible and keep the pressure up, I can definitely win this. Well, now you see why faster builds are a problem for this loadout. I just could not land anything when I needed to. Let's see if I could repeat round 1, or if round 2 is going to be the final outcome. Alright, this is for all the marbles. Whew, I could not believe how quickly my health was dropping. Stun guns are so frustrating. Nonetheless, good game. A shiny dual Zimmerman build, that's a little different. I think this is my lucky map today. So many times I've faced kites or rats here, and it's a constant pursuit around the entire place. So it's nice to have just a straight up brawl this time. Always satisfying when you get the win right before they pop the pulse armor. Well played. Oh, a kite. This might just be a hard counter to my build. Well, I'll do my best. Actually, no, I should be okay. They're a lightweight. If I could stagger them once, I should be able to finish it very quickly. Definitely glad I was able to stagger them when I did. I do not want to know how it feels like facing a missile rat using this loadout. It's just so reliant on direct hits, and these kinds of builds are so evasive, it feels like you're running circles the entire time. It's moments like this where I'm glad the Moonlight only has Blade Wave attacks, because if I had to close in and then launch a projectile, there's no way I would have been able to hit them in time. Basho arms with those handguns? Listen, I know you're sporting a melee weapon, but there's no way you're going to be landing most of those shots unless you're in my face 99% of the time. So I guess I'll have to keep my distance. Good match, and if I could offer any advice, switch out the Basho arms for anything with good recoil control and good melee specialization. It'll do you a lot better. This turned out to be one hell of a build. It does remind me a lot of my recreation of Dual Face, being able to pack on some serious heavy-hitting weapons, with the biggest flaw being the firing stance holding you in place. That's why speedier builds can pose a problem. Now, I do want to get one thing out of the way. Mavors was sporting a Kurosawa in Brave New World, so I couldn't fit that and the Moonlight with these arms. Instead, I settled on the LRB. It looks the closest and functions the same way the 3rd gen iteration of Kurosawa did, and I think it was for the best. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Till next time, take care.